you have maybe 12 minutes or 15 or 10 minutes per person on the breakout. And that is, A, that you can find the different muscles, and then if you're able to, then we'll move it up a step and see, can you do a soft tissue intervention to produce a gain right here, right now in the next 5 to 10 minutes, all right? So just to show you, if you won't know if you had a gain unless you did an assessment, so take a moment and do an assessment. So hold your foot up like that, all right? What muscle's active? Tibialis anterior, because we dorsiflex and inverted, right? Hold right there, don't let me push you down, all right? I'm incredibly strong. Ready? Hold. Oh, he is incredibly strong. So I put my hand at the very top to give myself the biggest mechanical advantage, and I cannot break it. All right. Like this. Hold right there. Don't let me push him down. What muscle's active? I'm going to push this way. Which one is active? What happened there, man? You weren't ready? It's embarrassing. Jeez. Ready? Hold. Ah, that's weak. That's EDL, as opposed to fibrillaris brevis. I am triple the fibrillaris. Hold right there. Very strong in that direction, and down here like this. Fibrillaris longus, right? Plantar flexion and eversion. Ready? You got it? I tried to warn you. Are you ready? Come on. Plantar flex. Okay, so do a couple tests to see what you got going first. All right, now then we're going to go ahead and palpate, and we'll see what we can find. And what you want, can I draw on you? Yep. So you know this is tibialis anterior, right? Upper half anterior, along the anterior piece. This, hold like that. So you can see that's where it is, right? Whereas, as opposed to EDL shows up in the bottom half. See? On that side. So it runs like so. That's EDL. Sorry, I'm on the wrong side. You guys might want to come on this side. And then over here, on the peroneus side, plantar flexion inversion. Peroneus longus. It's the long one, right? So it's proximal. This is the head. So you got there. And then peroneus brevis on the side. All right, relax for a second. So, once you, this is just a review, I think you should all know this already. All right, then what I'd like you to do is see, can you trace the outline of that muscle? Remember, inside, that's a muscle, it's encapsulated in fascia, it's got to be joined. And what you're really interested in is the border of each one. And we'll talk about this later as we go through the class. And you should be able to, as I can here, just drag it through the kind of the gutter along that bone and goes right through. You can see that. But as I get here, like it doesn't really separate as much. It's hard to get there. So once you're able to palpate them, if you can find the edges, let's just do this one. Glide your fingers through. The simplest approach would be just to glide through and repeat. Did you do this in soft tissue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? So these are skills you should know already, so you should be quick at them, right? Or in addition, you can go there and maybe speed the whole process up by just doing some movement, which you learned, right? So why don't you just go side to side. Go side to side. I know, you're on the camera, you're nervous. Keep going. And it shouldn't really take very long, because all you're trying to do is separate one bit of, one muscle from its neighbor, all right? We'll talk about more about neighbor muscles later, but I want you to have this experience. I'm just going to go on this border here. So you see if you can trace both sides. If you can trace all the way around it, you're doing really good. And you'll know you're doing good, because it's always good to get feedback if the result is as you expected. That should be enough. Hold your foot up there. All right, I'm going to go again. Going in this direction as I did before. What muscle am I testing? Dorsiflexion. That's right. Dorsiflexion and eversion is the EDL. They're different. They don't all do the same. Ready? Pull. No matter how hard I push, it's not happening. But this one is going to be the same because I didn't address Perennius long yet. Ready? Hold. But his partner can next. All right? Go break it up. See if you can palpate all those. If you get really ahead, you're feeling awesome, go and ask Julia, and we'll talk about it.